Sentinels, issue number 4. Let's get into it. Passaic, New Jersey. Hello? Kevin. Dad? You in a tunnel or something? You sound weird. Yeah. I'm 1100101 in a tunnel. I wanted you to know you don't have to worry about that loan anymore. You took care of it? They're gonna leave you alone now. No more sketchy guys eyeballing you in the middle of the night. I promise. I don't know what to say. Just do me a favor and quit worrying, huh? Be a kid. Trust me, it's all over before you know it. You should come over for dinner sometime. I'll talk to Mom. Sure, sounds great. Goodbye, buddy. Be good. Warden Ellis, how did you find me?
Need a lift, lockstep? Perimeter knows everything. That means I know everything. Now come on, we'd better get going if we want to beat the rush hour traffic.
This isn't 00111 Catch up, ma'am. People are dead. That means people are going to come looking for me.
Precisely why I need you to come with me. I have Gray Malkin's reputation to think of.
Ma'am, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm also
011
grafting. Slowly. Sure, but Mr. Trask tells me it all comes down to the individual metabolism. My options are either a cell or a casket. At this point, let's not pretend otherwise.
What if I could offer you a third option? One where you wouldn't have to watch yourself transform into the world's biggest Tamagotchi.
Mr. Trask found a cure.
Mr. Trash couldn't find his own keister with a compass. Besides, after that jumbo-sized egg you Sentinels laid in Madripoor, Mr. Trash no longer in the picture. But don't worry, Sergeant Hansen. Unlike Mr. Trask, Perimeter sees your potential. Perimeter sees everything.
Once created to eradicate mutants, this killing machine technology now falls into the hands of their former targets. But can they be used for peace? Sentinels. Seeking to prevent a war between humans and mutants, precognitive mutants Laura Trask turned wounded veterans into a squadron of cyborg Sentinels. But this mysterious strain of Sentinel nanotech can grow out of control, called grafting, if the subject doesn't keep their emotions in check. During the disastrous mission in Madripoor, the Sentinels went against the protocol and refused to kill a grafting voivod. With the Sentinel program on the verge of shutting down, the team members are falling apart in more ways than anyone realizes. We assembled him in the kitchen. 4Com, as 8 alleged members of the Magia crime syndicate have been confirmed killed in what may prove to be one of the deadliest gangland massacres in years.
You leaving us, Mr. Trask?
Gray Malkin Prison, Westchester, New York.
And just when things are getting interesting. Reports of an armored individuality have...
Philip, I didn't hear you come in.
Yes, I accessed your brain's auditory cortex, so you wouldn't.
Under the terms of our arrangement, you aren't permitted to poke around inside my head, Scurvy. I was very clear on that.
It's true, Larry, you were.
But then, one of your Sentinels murdered 8 people.
We took a tissue sample from Voivod this morning. We identified nanomaterials from both the Mark 6 and Mark 7 Sentinel models. Why do you think that might be?
If you excuse me, I have a board meeting back in the Sioux Falls this evening.
Of course. Safe trip. What are you... The color dampens your powers, doesn't it? I'm told without it, you're assailed by debilitating visions of the future. That's quite the Achilles heel. Please don't. I could simply excavate the information from your mind, Mr. Trask, but I'd really rather you just told me. Exactly what matter of bags are you leaving us holding here?
I know you're out there, Sawtooth. I know you're frightened. Don't be. It's still me. It's still Voivod. Trask lied. He said grafting was the end, but it's not. It's just a door. Step through, and you'll see how we're all connected, all family, through the boy from the junkyard. But the things Trask did to him, Camilla, he sundered that poor boy from himself. I can take you to him if you'll let me.
Dios míos, ayúdame.
Sawtooth places her hand on the door to Voivod's cell. She begins using her nanite abilities to suck up all of the metal to make a mech. Boom. Camilla, he's in agony, and we can help, please.
I was going to say, don't make me forget this, but I already do. Come on then, let's go find this junkyard boy of yours.
You are always so punctual, Drumfire. But where are your little friends? I don't know. I'm supposed to tell Dr. Ellis if there are no shows for the mood regulators. But now, you always take your medicine like a good soldier, don't you?
Now, where do you want it?
Not real, not real, not real.
Rip! As Drumfire runs from her seat.
Onslaught's gone. They killed him. What have you people done to me?
You said you'd 101100101 found a cure.
I never used that word.
Then what is this, Dr. Ellis?
Step inside. Don't be afraid.
It smells bad. There were
100101.
scared things in here. Reminds me of...
The nanotech in your body can't be removed without killing you, Lockstep. It can only be supplanted.
Supplanted? Like replaced?
Mutants have had a hand in the creation of Sentinels since the Mark IIs. Did you know that? They've been repeatedly compromised by the very plague they were designed to eradicate. It's time to tear it all down and start again, Lockstep, beginning with you.
As we see a syringe go into the body of Lockstep.
Dr. Ellis, I'm sorry to bother you, but there's been a development. What is it, Perimeter? Ma'am, the Voivod Sentinel has escaped. 2 guards are down. He had help from Sawtooth. What would you like me to do? Why, the most obvious thing, of course. Release the hounds!
We see Drumfire reminiscing in her room about all the things that went wrong.
I'm sorry, Mom. I wish you were here so I could just talk to you. Mom, I don't feel like a person anymore. 0010110. Sir, the protocol for the grafting is quite clear. I didn't want to be afraid, that's all. You? Again? I didn't go through with it. I didn't kill him. Boom! What do you want from me? You killed my mom, you!
Yes, Patricia. About that. I apologize for the theatrics, but I've been trying to attract your attention for some time now. My name is Charles Xavier. You may have heard of me. Can we talk? Do you know why every single Sentinel program ends in failure? It's because it doesn't matter if they're Neo Sentinels, Wild Sentinels, Stark Sentinels, or Chicken Fried Sentinels. They're all made in the flawed image of their creators, rigid, hierarchical, and ultimately self-destructive.
Can you hear that? Something's chasing us.
Keep running, don't look back. Even when they built themselves, their core directive has persisted, like the Holy Writ, kill all mutants. There, you can feel it. That's where Trask is keeping him, in that old house. The idea of Sentinels as peacekeeping force isn't new, but I thought perhaps one overseen by a mutant, a Krakoan.
You thought it would be different this time. But you botched the design, didn't you? Another failure.
I didn't design them, Philip. Creating a Sentinel platform without that murderous core directive isn't so simple. Form follows function. I took a shortcut. There was this kid, a nobody from a junkyard in Wisconsin named Justin Seifert. Somehow, a damaged Mark VI found its way into his garage. The enterprising little brat thought he could repair it. See Sentinels, 2003, issue number 1. Thing of it is he could, and he did. And this robotic savant, without so much as a scholarship, did something else too, something impossible. He opened up the development module and he replaced its core directive.
When Unit becomes mobile, Unit will not attempt to abandon Justin. Not ever, no matter what.
They had marvelous adventures, this boy and his giant. They even joined the Avengers Academy and got to play hero for a little while. But it couldn't last. The Mark VI was almost completely destroyed. And the Seifert kid, he died badly. See Avengers Arena number 9. But the Mark VI, even broken and beyond repair, it obeyed its core directive. Even if it had to rewrite the rules of human biology, it wouldn't let the boy die. It flooded his corpse with improvised nanotech and transformed him into something else, something bold and new. The source of your proprietary Sentinel tech. You've been harvesting that boy's tissue for your tin soldiers, haven't you, weird little bastard? Graymalkin needed a viable Sentinel program, Philip. I delivered. Your program was an interim measure, Lawrence. A stopgap.
We have one of our own now. Huh? They got me. Get off.
Crack! As she slaps one of the Sentinel dogs into a tree. Crunch! As Voivod takes out another dog. Camilla, I just need you to hold them off long enough for me to free him. Can you do that?
I think so. I mean, yes. Go do it. Thing is, I got this.
Shrunk! The Sentinel dogs begin to tear at the mech suit, terminally mangling it. Voivod sees his friend Sawtooth is going down with the dogs. He must come to her aid. That Russian monster was right. Runch! They've been keeping us in the kennels this whole entire time.
Hang on. I'm coming. Just let me catch my...
It's okay, Camilla. Really, just go. We have to make this right. Nothing else matters. As Voivod takes on the rest of the pack. Voivod does the only thing he knows how to do.
Could you stop blowing yourself up every 5 minutes? For Christ's sakes!
I already told you. It's like my only thing. Boom!
Dragos, no! The boy, he's real.
Subject, Justin Seaford.
Dr. Ellis, the prototypes are offline.
Well, that won't do at all. Anything that brings this facility, my facility, into disrepute must be dealt with. Wouldn't you agree, Lockstep?
Oh, yeah.
I think it's time for some good old-fashioned discipline, Dr. Ellis.
We see Lockstep has been converted into a new type of Sentinel, and he's lost control of himself, seeming super robotic. To be concluded. Next, Warden Ellis and Director Trask plans for Graymalkin Prison come into view as Sentinels battle to keep hold of themselves. Will the team be able to complete their final mission to free the prison's most dangerous inmate? And what will become of them when their masters are ready to upgrade? Sentinels number 5. Let's see what happens.